Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Magic Square Doomsday figure. Now what this is, you can tell already, it's a third-party Legends version, of course, of Generation 1 Megatron. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a look at the complete contents of the packaging, and believe you me, there is loads and loads of accessories that come with this guy. We will then see how he looks and compares with New Age Megatron as well, or their take on Megatron. We will of course see how he looks and compares to the original Generation 1 Megatron, and of course we can see how he looks, displays and compares with some other Magic Square figures as well. So as you can see, we've got loads to get through with this video. So as I start to pop all these away right now, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to this channel, if they'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will help me out as everything falls over. So I've done something slightly different. I've decided to start with alternate mode, which we'll have a look at in a second. I just want to quickly show you the packaging. I've took everything out just to speed things up for the video. So the packaging itself is obviously a very retro looking Generation 1 style, and again you won't see anything like of Megatron written on here, of course, because it's third party. So this is made by Magic Square, so he's known as Doomsday, even though of course we're going to be referring to him as Generation 1 Megatron. On the back we've obviously got the lovely and very iconic scene with him battling Optimus Prime, and to be fair, that's pretty much all there is on here. That is the clamshell that comes inside. Megatron does come packed as a robot, but as I say, for this video, just for a change, I've decided to go alternate first. So what I'm going to very quickly show you is the alternate mode. And of course, as I've said this in other videos now, this is pretty much going to be the only way that you're going to get Megatron represented as a handgun. Again, obviously Hasbro aren't going to be able to do it for obvious reasons, and this is quite a good little representation, to be fair. You can see there's loads of, as I say, transformation marks, panels, etc. And I'll be honest with you, the transformation process is pretty difficult, but with regards to the original one, that'll give you an idea of the size of it. And of course you probably could get, in fact I'm sure you can get a shiny version of this as well, just as you can get loads of different versions and color schemes with New Age as well. So it's quite a bit smaller. The trigger isn't going to work like obviously this does. Of course this one doesn't fire anything either, and I've put no stickers on. You can actually put some stickers on if you want. There's a change of chest shield, there's a change of absolutely everything. It's crazy, as I say, the amount of things that do come with these. So let's have a look at some of the things that come with him. I'm going to take this piece off now though, just because that's going to enable me to build it up to the large gun that we're of course very used to seeing. So we've of course got his arm cannon. This will fit on via this tab on top of this. That'll fit in there and spin it round. Then we've got this part, which is of course the strut at the back. I'm just going to move this bit out of the way, and you can see this is going to slot into position there. You can then bring this down. Then we've got, can I get them all out without knocking everything over? Just about. Another couple of pieces here which we're going to build up to make exactly that. So then what we're going to do, we're going to slide very carefully this bit over. It's all quite stiff and tough because again it's a brand new toy. So there we go, that's going to fit there. This is going to fit in there, and then this is going to fit in the end. So this is just about going to fit in on screen. There you go, that's what we're used to seeing. That's a Generation 1 Megatron. Obviously it's a nice little addition that they've included all of these pieces, and I suppose even for display purposes, if you can balance that up, it looks pretty good. Right, let's just very quickly, before we come back and look at him in robot mode, let's have a look. The instructions come packaged like this. I mean, it's huge. It's about 39 steps to transform him. He comes with this little collector's card as well, which of course is great. And in fact, while we're looking at alternate modes, then there is the Magic Square alternate mode of Optimus Prime at the same time. Right, we'll have a look at the rest of these in a second, and these, but for now we're gonna come back and have a look at him in robot mode. Okay, so we're back, and as you can see, he's in robot mode. Quick apologies, no transformation process in this video. Main reason is to keep the length of the video down, and the second is, and I'm going to be completely honest as I say, and I'm going to open myself right up here for a load of criticism. It's ridiculously difficult. I said in the first section, it's tough. I think, to be honest, I was underplaying it for me, and whether or not it's just because I'm getting used to the figures, I don't know. It's just, I'm going to be really honest, it's sapped away a bit of the fun on this figure for me, because otherwise it looks incredible. It really does. It looks exactly like G1 Megatron should do. And again, the articulation, which I'm going to show you now, is off the chart. It is insane. With the head, you can tilt it backwards and forward. You can spin it all the way around. With the shoulders, they'll do the same all the way around out to the side. You've got a swivel underneath the shoulder. You've got a bicep flexion. You've got the same on the wrist, because you can actually take the hands out and change them. You've got an ab crunch. You've got a waist swivel. You've got swivel in the top of the hips. You've got swivel halfway down the hips. You've got a knee bend. You've got ankles tilting and rocking. There's even more ways that you can swivel this in there as well. So again, they are dubbed mini masterpiece figures. But for me personally, if I was to, if I was looking and I was new at getting these figures and I wasn't the greatest at transforming things, which is probably me at the moment, or for me now, should I say, if I'm going to keep this now, I'm going to keep this mainly as an action master, because I just think the transformation process is just, I don't know, as I say, maybe it's me. To give you an idea, here's the instructions, and they really don't make much sense either. So I've watched a couple of videos which have actually helped me manage to get it backwards and forwards, but it's just absolutely nuts. See all that? As I say, I will do my absolute very best to get a transformation process video for you, but it's not going to be in time for when I'm putting the review up. But I'm just being super honest with you. But again, however, and I know that's not the point of this figure, but I'm still going to continue the review because I still think he's got some great features and extra parts to come with him. So apart from the figures that are in the box, sorry, the attachments that are in the box, we've got the little Kremzik, which is brilliant. We've got a saw attachment for his hand. Again, these just pop off, so you can take all of these off really easily. There you go. We can pop the saw in there like so, which looks good. We can even look to take the chest off, pop that off, give him there's two, to be fair. There's a damaged one which I can just attach. Let's see if I can get this the right way around. There we go. You can attach the damaged one. If you're wondering why there's no stickers, Shozi do supply these stickers as well with everything, so you can of course put them on. You can even have them shattered glass if you want. I think it's so clever. These come with all of the ones that you order from Shozi. You've got open hands, you've got fists, so there's another 3 sets of hands. You've got this little attachment here, which is of course like one of the beams. This is all what's in the bag. This isn't including what's in the actual packaging I'm going to show you in a second. There's a key to Vector Sigma. There you go. Which again, of course, he can hold in his hands. He says, as I'm trying to put it in, maybe it's not that hand, maybe it's another one, but he definitely can, because I've done it. There we go. So we can hold the key to Vector Sigma. Now, this is the other thing, again, with the instructions, and again, please correct me, or please tell me where it looks like there's a battery to go somewhere, and I'm saying to go somewhere because I haven't even worked out where it goes, and of course there isn't in anything on the instructions as to where it goes. Again, I'm new to all this. If there's a video or something, then I can obviously have a look at regarding that. There's a Megatron gun for himself as well, which again is interesting because of course he is Megatron. And you can change this if you wanted to. You can take that off and you can put this on the bottom of it, which makes him look more authentic. There we go. You can obviously pop that in another one of the hands. There is some screw bits as well. I don't know what they're for, to be honest. Maybe that's just to nail it up. With regards to the rest of the packaging, there's the helmet, which you can put on over it. That looks really good. There's 3 other additional heads, literally 3 other additional heads, so you can take these out. I'm not going to take them off. I'll show you how you can do it. It's just very simple. I say I'm not going to, I might as well do at least one. You can just simply pop this off here. Oh, there goes one. I'll find that in a minute. The red eyes stay there. I like that. I like that little thing. In fact, let's go battle damaged, because we've obviously got the battle damaged chest. So there you go. It's the eye still function Megatron from the cartoon, obviously. Now, the other things we've got here is his gun, the mace, and indeed I think the lightsaber, which he has as well at one point. all of these again will attach very simply. So that one will go in his hand, so I can take the Vector Sigma key out. I can pop that in, although it probably would be better to put it in one of the fist hands. I can take this out, or does that attach in there? Maybe that does. Nope, it doesn't. This will go in there like so. So there's your iconic scene. Now, unfortunately, funnily enough, I say unfortunately, it's not unfortunately, I've got the New Age Optimus Prime with the axe there, so I could do the scene there if I wanted to. That's my favourite scene, well, one of them to be fair, one of my favourite poses as well. So we could pop that in. And there's even a gun as well. I mean, everything that you can think of in the Generation 1 cartoons, they're there for this particular figure. So it's, for me, it's just a shame that the only thing is the transformation, but I'm not going to be playing with this. I'm going to be displaying it, and as I've already just said, to be honest, I'm going to be using it like that, just for display. So for display purposes, he's brilliant. Here's the rest of his things, which of course you can then set this up as a cannon. I haven't even put his arm cannon on yet, obviously, you can see that there. So what we'll do now is I will disconnect this to put his arm cannon on. There's still too many things, which is not a bad thing. It's good, I think, for the price that you're paying and all of the stuff you get. It's not too bad. I just broke the cannon. Well, I didn't break the cannon, I just separated it. So I'm just going to reattach this, and then I'm going to attach it to his arm via that little tab there, or the cutout, shall we say. There's the tab that goes in, and to be honest, as I say, once this is in, I'm not going to be taking it off anymore. I'm not going to be transforming them anymore. I'm going to be leaving him like that. I'm just going to move all of these out of the way, and what I'm going to do is, I suppose one of the questions, or some of the questions that I'm going to be asked in a second, is what's the main differences. And I'm going to be doing an actual separate video with regards to this, because I've now got both Megatrons from, well, sorry, one from Magic Square, one from New Age. There we go. And I've indeed got the New Age Optimus and Magic Square Optimus as well. So there's the two Megatrons. There, in fact, just very, very quickly, because I've still got him here. And it's, again, it's a different league, but let's do it just for a bit of fun. He doesn't even fit on screen. Look, that's how big he is. But it gives you an idea of where it's come from. What I was going to say is, while I've got the New Age ones here, so, sorry, Magic Square. There's Magic Square's Prime. There's Little Bumblebee. And indeed, the one that I've had forever now, the Trailbreaker on the side. So you can see how well they scale. I like the fact, to be honest, that Megatron's just as big, in fact, maybe just a fraction bigger than Optimus Prime, or Light of Justice as he's referred to there. If you've got no idea about these sets of scales or scales for size, there's a G1 Bumblebee. There's a Deluxe Shrapnel, just a little bit behind, and there's a Core Class Grimlock. So they're just bigger than the Core Class. They're in between Deluxe and Core. That's, I suppose, the best guide that I can give you for their sizes, to be honest. But again, with regards to another third-party company, there you go. That's Iron Factory, much, much bigger than them as well. Right, I think, as I say, that's it. I hope I haven't put you off too much with the transformation. As I say, I'm just being completely honest for myself with regards to putting on display. Look at it, can't beat it. They both look absolutely amazing together. They really, really do. And as I say, for me, because he's going to stick on a shelf, it's not going to be too bad. The only reason why I said it is because I don't want anybody buying it and then messaging me and saying, I couldn't do it either, or I go, no, I couldn't do it. It was, for me, really, really difficult. It was very, very fiddly, maybe overly fiddly, I don't know, we'll see. But again, look, he displays brilliantly. I'm going to wrap it up here because there's not much more else to say, apart from he comes with so much stuff. You can pretty much play out any scene you want from the G1 cartoon because of the accessories, so you can still have an absolute load of fun with him. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Take care.